worry about the bank taking away all of my money? So people are concerned, they're worried, they're panicking, they're afraid. Banking collapse, possible failure, contagion, systemic risk, yada, yada, yada. The machine, the banks, the machines, whoever, they never put them in order. So, you know, it's like, do I worry about the bank taking away all of my money? No, actually I don't, because the bank doesn't have all my money. I ain't gonna lie, when I saw this technique, when I saw this strategy, when I saw this method that was used to ultimately produce large sums, large amounts of money on a daily basis, it blew me away. And I thought that it only makes sense to share it with you all so that you can have this same opportunity, perhaps maybe you haven't seen it, and use it to your advantage while you still can. Because over time, opportunities like these will end up being super saturated or potentially just wiped out altogether as we move on into the next money-making strategy, income-producing opportunities that exist. Now, with this particular one, I'm going to show you using a MacBook Air. Now, this is my M1 MacBook Air that I picked up probably about 2 years ago from Best Buy on sale for about $800. I think these have gotten down to maybe $750. This one is the MacBook Air with the M1 silicon chip, 8 gigs of RAM, 256 gig hard drive, I believe. Nothing special. Super simple, super basic, super easy, but also super effective. The battery life is amazing, and it gets the job done. This MacBook Air has literally made me several hundreds of thousands of dollars. A little dusty, but I use it all the time. I use it every day. It is my go-to. I have a few other computers. They can all do the same, but I prefer my MacBook over them all. I have a Dell XPS 15. I was not impressed. I have a gaming PC tower that my kid has pretty much taken over and confiscated. And but this MacBook Air just it makes things so much easier. But like I said, you can do this with any computer, any laptop, really. It doesn't have to be a laptop. The video that I actually saw pulling this strategy off had a laptop, but I think it was for the presentation, basically, because for what he was trying to accomplish, a desktop just wouldn't have been possible. There's no way you could fit an Alienware desktop inside of what looked to be a Lexus automobile car interior and get the money that he was the ways of which you could get the money from the video description, title, thumbnail, whatever it may be. And I want to share with you, just take a look.
Alright, so we outside the bank right now. We outside of Wells Fargo, right? That's the bank we chose. Look, this method right now that I'm about to go over, you guys can use this with any bank. I mean, Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, what other banks are there, bro? This method, it works any day of the week. On Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, on the weekend. You can't really do it like that.
Now, this young man has seriously impressed me because I noticed from the beginning of his video exactly what was going on, what he was doing. Now, granted, I was intrigued to click on the video because of the title and thumbnail. And although you may consider it clickbait, my opinion of that doesn't matter, because what he actually did and executed in the video was unbelievable. See, check this out.
I want y'all to really hear me. I'm gonna even take off the mask for this. So look, what I just pulled up right now is TradingView. This allows me to see stocks in real time, allows me to see the market. Now, look, a lot of you guys are gonna click out of this video because you thought you were going to find an easy method to walk into the bank and steal money, right? Out the ATM. That's why y'all probably clicked this video. You guys are willing to risk doing time versus willing to risk a little bit of money. You guys got to understand what the stock market is. First of all, the stock market is a place where billions, not even billions, trillions of dollars are moving every single day on the stock market. And you guys aren't willing to participate in a market that allows you to literally, like you're stealing from an ATM, walk in, grab money, and walk out.
So what he basically did was he executed on exactly what I've been telling you guys for the last few weeks, is that unfortunately a majority of people are either presented with, seek out, and or are either interested in things that may not necessarily benefit them long term. Or this is a combination of the algorithm, particularly and specifically presenting this information and promoting it, which I have my own opinions about the algorithm. But ultimately, I think that it just further perpetuates the cycle of people not necessarily having access to information and education that will ultimately help them improve their lives, improve their financial situations, have a better chance of surviving this recession. Maybe the algorithm is in line with the Fed and their opinions of and their push to cause pain at home, shrinking of balance sheets, unemployment, job loss. Maybe anything is possible. Who's in control? Who's got the money? But at the end of the day, it's very, very clear that content and information provided by those who are looking to help people do better and improve gets suppressed. Content and information that is potentially hazardous, dangerous, illegal gets views, gets promoted, gets recommended, gets shared, gets talked about. Look, I call it a chocolate-covered carrot. And at the end of the day, if this is how you can connect and reach people and get them to listen, then by all means, give them their vegetables, but disguise them in chocolate. It's good for you. However, I do have a minor objection, and that is that you can't give this away for free.
Now, if you're somebody that wants to know how to trade, right? If you're a beginner, if you're not consistent in trading, if you have no idea what trading options is, I want you guys in that boot camp, right? I want you guys to be in the boot camp. I'm going to place the link below. Now, this boot camp isn't free. I can't sit here and give free game. Like, that's not time efficient, right? We're all trying to make money in this life. We all got to do better in this life. So you can't blame me for charging people on game that took me years to learn, bro. You can't blame me for that.
And I disagree. I think you can give it away for free. And as a matter of fact, people give it away for free on a regular basis throughout this platform, throughout TikTok, throughout other platforms, in person, in a variety of different ways for free every single day.
Right? So if you really want to learn this stuff faster, you don't have to join the boot camp because you can go on YouTube and try to figure it out for yourself. But if you want to learn this stuff faster and you want to get to where I am currently with how I understand the market, I want you guys in that boot camp. I don't care if you know zero, zilch, nothing about the stock market, bro. I don't care if you don't understand what a stock is. I'm going over everything so you guys can get to my level as fast as possible.
However, if you want to make money, if you want to build up a subscriber base, if you want to build up a membership group, if you want to build up a recurring passive income stream by simply sharing the information that's already out there and readily available to others, then by all means, you can tell your audience, who's probably IQ level and intelligence level is very, very low, since the reason why you're even having this conversation with them is because they were considering doing federal jail time, being incarcerated for stealing money from banks and ATMs. Therefore, I would have to assume that the audience that you've captured at this point in time
probably would be willing to pay to join a group to learn the basics. However, I clicked on this video because I was curious. I was curious of how, number one, YouTube could allow this type of content to be shared on the platform, being that it would essentially expose some illegal activity that would ultimately be very, very dangerous in the hands of the masses, to banks and our society and our economy in general. But I was pleasantly surprised that this was not the case. Granted, the mask that was worn on the thumbnail of the video led you to believe that something was about to happen, okay? But like I said, from the beginning of the video, I could tell that this young man, this individual, had the knowledge, the understanding, the education, and the training, and executed on effectively keyword stuffing the intro of his video, buying time, buying retention, and then shocking his audience with the information that he was going to share, only to then follow up with a real serious conversation, communicating to his target audience how the risks that you would want to take or would potentially be willing to take can be far less by simply learning how to and engaging in investing opportunities. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. But again, my objection is that you can give this away for free because it's already given away for free. I can show you numerous places where you can find this information for free. And quite honestly, I think if you give it away for free, you'll actually end up making more money by doing that in the long run. And if you want to know how that works, then give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below that you're interested, and I'll be sure to make that video next.